was good. Make me fly in broom and all that fun stuff. Well, greetings and felicitations everybody out there. We are now definitely officially live, only 2 days late for Magical Monday, which in the grand scheme of things is not a big issue. So we will go over and see who has now joined us. Apparently I've just got a message that we're now live on our channel. Good Lord, fancy that.
Logan.
Oh, heck, we've got a ton of
Samaj, and
peeps.
Susan.
We got Sean, Gilda, Savannah, Logan, Samaj, and Susan. Yes.
Yep, 6 peeps.
Hello, 6 peeps, all of you. And I can see straight off the number of likes doesn't match. So we need to do something about that. And we've also set a new live goal on our Tick of Talk, which is something live. So if you find that, send us the live one, whatever it is. Apparently,
Some hearts going up over there.
I see hearts. People are liking it. Like, share, tell people, and send us a GIF and we'll read you a card. Is that right?
I guess so.
Something like that.
I have no idea.
Oh, and Anna Marie. Hello, Anna Marie. How you doing? It's all fun and wondrous and fantastic. And Laura, hello, friends. What a week! Yes, it's only Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys,
But
there has been some serious acceleration of time or time missing from days.
time missing from days.
Yes.
Well, the days are days.
Like I get up and it's time to go to bed and I didn't feel like I got anything done. It's like, what the hell?
Well, apparently, Sean has now. What have we got? The #1 gifter badge. And now everybody's messengers on the Book of Face. Please stop, because we're not on the Book of Face. Well, we are.
There's somebody who is trying to sell me stuff on the Book of Face.
Interesting.
Yes. Anyway.
Fascinating, Captain. Samaj, where has all the time gone this year? Yeah, I saw a great meme the other day. It was like January. Dissociation, June.
I put that up on my page today.
Well, there you go. It does seem like that, doesn't it? It's like all of a sudden we're 6 months in and what the hell happened?
And if you thought the first 6 months was quick,
oh my.
now you see what's going to happen.
Not to scare the bejeebers out of you, just look at the crazy mad ramblings of a witch here. This craziness. She will explain it to you now.
I just write in glyph and he's fascinated by it. That's
Fascinating, all. Captain.
I see Helena Rose here.
Hello, yes, and Jennifer and Savannah again and Logan again and...
Jennifer.
Is that necessarily a bad man? Man? A bad man? Who's a bad man? Or is that Batman? I don't know. Are we speeding up?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, gosh. Hello, everybody who's joined us on the Talk of Tick. Please do send us a gift. And the first person to send us the live one, we like. That's our target for today. If you're joining us, that would be fantastic.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I just picked something at random. I'm trying to work this stuff, but who knows? Anyway, Witteron, tell us all about...
What is Samaj saying there? I just want to...
He says, ready for the speeding of time. It's kind of crazy what's to come. Well, you know, he's up on the left foot as well, or the lead foot, as the case he may be. As you do.
Okay, now.
Everybody's
been on about this lineup of planets.
Yeah, but you can't see 2 of them.
Well, anyway. So we are going to have a lining up of planets.
Yes.
We're going to have the sun and the moon, because we're having a new moon.
Yes.
And the new moon is always new in the same sign as the sun.
Yes.
Right? So we're having the sun in Gemini and the new moon in Gemini. We also have Mercury and Venus in Gemini, because they never travel too far from the sun. And Jupiter. So that's the accelerator pedal, right? Jupiter had been in Taurus.
Turn it up to the max, man.
Right? So Jupiter had been in Taurus conjunct, acting as one with Uranus. And that's why I said we were going to have all of these earthy weather events, right? Because Uranus is the unpredictable, the unique, and it's in fixed Earth. So the focus is on Earth events, physical earthly events. And many people during this time also suffered physical ailment, right? Because Jupiter is going to expand what it connects to.
Right.
Okay. So, and it was also very believe it or not, slowed by Taurus. But a couple of days ago, Jupiter moved into Gemini. And when you think about the difference between people who are very Taurus, they're very methodical and loyal, and they get a bum rap. People say that they're lazy or steadfast, but they're that fixed earth. They're grounded. They're rooted, right?
I'll do it because I said
Now,
I'd do
Jupiter has moved into Gemini.
Yes.
You couldn't get much more opposite than that, because this is mutable air.
Mutable means, I'll give way, I'll relinquish my hold, kind of thing.
Well, mutable means things are going to change, and I want to talk about it, and I want to find out all the details and the truth, and justice has to be served, and I want to get to the bottom of this, and I want to report, and, I want to talk on my hand, blah, blah, blah. So think about your Gemini friends, right? They're like the inquiring minds that want to know.
They like to yammer a bit.
And they're being propelled at this time also by the other things that are showing up in Gemini, right? So Jupiter's going to stay in Gemini for about a year.
Oh my.
Till May 2025.
Oh my.
So there's going to be a lot of this energy of pushing forward and moving forward and talking things through and finding out the details and reporting on communications and digging into things, right? I had a Gemini friend that every once in a while I'd have to say to her, "Excuse me, but why do you want to know? It's really not your business." So that should be quite interesting.
They have to know.
Yes.
They must know.
And while Jupiter is in this beginning part of Gemini,
Yes.
along with Mercury, right, the first couple of degrees, it's making a trine, which is a good thing,
Trines are good, yeah.
to Pluto.
Which may not be a good thing.
So if we think about Pluto wants to tear down things and rebuild them.
It's all got to come out, mate.
Right? So, we think about the beginning of this year, there were this energy of a big shift, right? This energy of the eclipses and fixing things and tearing things down and changing them as Pluto was moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and then now it's only at 1 degree Aquarius, and by November, for the election, it's going to be back in Capricorn. But you really want to try to think about where in your chart all this is coming. So if you could figure out where 15, 16, 17, 18 degrees Gemini is, and figure out where that's happening, like mine is happening in my 11th house. And that's the house of like fraternities, communities, things like that. Friendships, right? Then you could think about something that you want to work on for the new moon. You could start a cycle. So for me, long live the tradition. I wanted to really focus on the establishment of the Stuart tradition and Celtica and all those things that go with it. But you're going to have Venus and the Sun conjunct, and you're going to have Mercury and Jupiter conjunct, and you're going to have Mercury and Jupiter trine Pluto, and you're going to have that new moon energy. So tomorrow, get your thinking cap on and figure out what you want to get to the bottom of, what you want to study, what you want to report on, what you want to be putting communications out for. And these are all the things that could start to take place. Also, again, moving from that earth fixed kind of energy into this mutable etheric kind of energy, it is more spiritual, more social media, more chatty Cathy. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Make sure you don't get sucked into AI Because people are making some really
Deep fakes.
wild deep fakes.
How do you know this isn't a deep fake, huh?
Could be. We're not real. All right. So anyone
Existential crisis.
that has some really cool Gemini friends, they know that they're Mercury, the messenger, ruled by Mercury, and they want to know. They know all kinds of people from all walks of life, and they really work hard to put the facts together.
The facts.
I cannot imagine
Remember
what's coming
the facts,
down.
Cato. Only the facts.
Can you imagine what's coming down in this next 6 months? And before we know it, we'll be talking about the new year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my ramblings for today.
It's nuts, isn't it? It's absolutely nuts. Hello, everybody. Pips who's joined us. I know. See people asking questions on the TikTok.
Oh, that's what a trine is.
A trine is Split your circle because it's 360 degrees. Split it into three, and it's so typically 120 degrees because 3 times 120.
But trines are usually occurring in the same sign, and they're usually harmonious. They speak to each other.
So triangle's good. Yeah. Oppositions, they push against each other. Squares, not good. They can be painful, right?
But the trine is they're kind of getting collecting energy from Pluto. So, but only the planets that are in the beginning of Gemini, the ones that are, the new moon and the sun and Venus, they're too far away. They're in the second decadence, so they're not going to make the trine to Pluto. But Jupiter and Mercury are in the very beginning of Gemini are making the trine to Pluto at 1 degree, 2 degrees Aquarius.
Fascinating, Captain. Truly fascinating. I don't know, these aspects are interesting. They really, really, really are, aren't they?
But it's like we're being shot from a slingshot. The next 6 months are going to go even quicker than the last 6 months. I mean, a second ago, it was the beginning of this year.
Seems that way.
Like it seems to me like time 2019 through 2023, things just kind of really were intense and draggy and difficult, and you just thought, is it ever going to end? But 2024 has just
Well, yeah, I mean, we're also, I guess, now kind of propelled ourselves forwards because we're catching up for that period of confinement, imprisonment through the pandemic, where everything had to stop, so to speak.
And I still feel like so many people are in
still
isolation mode, right? They order their groceries, they order their DoorDash, they work from home. So many people have
lost the ability to communicate.
Fallen prey to the isolation, right? You can't go meet people. Oh, you can't go hang out with people. You have to, stay in your hermit space. But
sad,
but we want to get you out. So if
we
you are local, it's
a local shop for local people.
Tonight we have the tea party, the Witches' Tea Party, and it's at 6:00. And bring your own mug.
Please do.
And there'll be tea and snacks and like-minded people, and they explore divination tools, and you can explore yourself.
Publicly discuss your deepest, darkest secrets.
Well, just start to get yourself back into socializing, right?
Yes.
Also, tomorrow night is our first Reiki by donation.
Yes.
For this class that's going through now. They're level 2 practitioners, and they need bodies. Mm-hmm. And I think I still need like 6 or 8 people for tomorrow night.
Yes, please.
So pretty please, if you're local and you'd like some free Reiki, call the shop.
845-255-5756. Give us a call. You can call right now, and our Danny will get you on the list, get you an appointment for a free Reiki session.
There you go.
It is by donation, but whatever you can afford.
It's more about having.
And if
you
can't afford, that's okay.
Exactly. It's more about having the bodies for people to work on, so they get their experience. So yeah. So tonight is the tea, and that's always fun. Oh, more things going on over here.
Can we stay for multiple sessions? I'm
Yes,
sure
please.
so. I'm sure so.
I'm sure you can, because we probably don't have enough bodies, so we'll just move you to somebody else's chair.
It's really funny.
It's funny
but
in the beginning.
When it starts off, it's like, and then when we get to the end, we're turning people away, and people go, well, why didn't you tell us it's free Reiki? I will, in the course of today, fire out a text to everybody.
Yeah. It's really
and
funny.
Let people know.
It's really funny. Like, it takes a while for it to catch on. Mm-hmm. And then by the time we get to the end, then people have caught on. But we're not going to have it on 4th of July, but we will have it all the other Thursdays for 6 weeks.
We'd have to do fireworks and a barbecue.
No.
What's that? If I wasn't sick, I would come. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you
don't
keeping
get us
your
sick.
flu to yourself, Susan. We thank you. We thank you, and we wish you well and hope you feel better soon. Drink plenty of fluids, keep yourself warm. Yeah, a barbecue sounds fun. Reiki barbecue.
A Reiki barbecue.
That could be fun. A Reiki cookout. There you go.
I did get a little bit sunburned. I've been out in the garden trying to take care of everything.
I unloaded a load of blocks yesterday. A load of blocks.
Yeah, we're setting up a
we're
polytunnel.
Yeah, we're trying to set up the polytunnel, but of course now we have to move 4 raised beds that we built. But that's okay. It is what it is.
Piece at a time. And the little peeps, oh my God, they're so cute. Lily's little band of marauders.
They're all doing really well.
Yep,
They
there's
are.
8 of them.
They're all now starting to hop up onto the perches. They grow so quick.
They do.
They're only, what, a week old now?
Oh gosh, no, they're 3 weeks old.
2 weeks?
maybe.
3 weeks? God.
They're born on the 21st, 2 weeks old.
2 weeks then. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Some were born Taurus, some were born Gemini. I have 5 Taurians and 3 Geminis.
You've got quite the brood
You
there.
can tell the difference, because the Geminis are like, shoom, 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 and the Taurus is like, what's happening?
Would you calm yourself down, please?
Yes.
Yes, calm down.
It's very funny.
I can bring food, name a date. Yeah.
Logan is a food pusher, I think.
I think so.
Talking about
I think
food
so.
for a while here.
Well, yeah, foodies is good. To be honest, I eat nothing else.
Right. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. So yeah, lots of fun stuff. How did they earn the nickname Marauders in 2 weeks? Because they kind of maraud right now.
Because they're driving their poor mommy crazy.
I know, they just go zooming around her.
And they actually have
out.
little tug of wars with pieces of lettuce. It's
But
really
they only
funny.
like the red lettuce.
I don't know why. Maybe they can't see the green lettuce so well.
Yes, we discovered we got red-green colourblind chickens. That would be fun, wouldn't
just
it?
too funny.
I don't know what, it's all fascinating, isn't it? It's all so fascinating. We love it. So yeah, in terms of being social and coming out, we've got, as I said, our tea party tonight, which is like group divination, all that fun stuff. You get to get your chops there.
Okay.
It's
Reiki on Thursday.
yes. So I was just going to say, what happens in the annex stays in the annex. So that's our unwritten rule,
like
kind of
Vegas
speak.
in
So people are sharing readings and stuff like that, but it's understood that nobody talks about it outside of it. So that's good. That's what happens, and it's a safe place. It's a safe, judgment-free zone, and it's a great place to come and learn and get your chops, because you can only learn by doing. This is how you get good at something. How do I get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. So it's practicing your divination skills in a non-pressure, very friendly, very informal environment, and you learn to be sociable with people.
And Reiki is really nice
Reiki,
for healing,
yeah.
because a lot of us need some mind, body, spirit healing. And then Friday night we have Circle, right? And there's readings every day, and Sunday is herb class, and we're getting towards the end of that. I can't believe it. We're at Jupiter already in herb class.
I got to get myself cloned today. I got so much to bleed and do.
He's
It's
got to
just
finish
unreal.
making candles for Candle Club.
Candles for Candle
Oh, my
Club.
God.
I got printing to do for herb class. Somebody needs another copy of their Reiki thing. We've got.
We just can't.
Just
I don't know. I don't know if it's that I got old or if everything just got pushed forward, but I just can't get as many things done as I used to get done, like laundry and housekeeping and all that kind of stuff is going on while I'm trying to write about tarot cards, and I did do the tarot scopes, but I haven't recorded them yet.
Well,
I hope
hopefully
to
you can do
record
that
them
at
today.
some point today, and we'll do that video as you do.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's been nuts.
But they're on the receipts now. If you're karma.
Oh yeah, no, I got them up the same day. You did them, so that's kind of cool. Sitting in the energy of others is always a very interesting event. One never knows who might show up, who or what might show up. It's kind of cool.
It is.
Strongly recommend
The tea
it.
party is lovely. It's a safe place,
Right.
and it's a great place to build your chops. You know.
And Reiki is wonderful, as we're talking about, and that's fantastic. It really helps our students. You know, they've got to have people to work on. We're probably, I don't know if we're necessarily unique because we master people. I say we master people. It's mainly Lisa, to be perfectly honest. I occasionally work with her, but not. I'm running the store, so you won't be seeing me. Well, if you come in the store, you will. But so she's doing that, and we have people do a 6-week internship as part of their Reiki Master training to qualify for their level 2, the ability to work on everybody else.
Right, need to see them work on somebody else, but also how do you master somebody who's never done it?
Exactly. And it's not, oh, stick your head on the computer screen, we'll just do it remotely, because it don't work like that. You know, we have we're frightfully snobbish.
He's talking about, yeah.
Yeah, attunements, yeah. We're frightfully snobbish, and we expect people to do it to the best of their abilities, and so we coach and help people in a practical way.
Well, it's also great for the community, you know. It's a give back. People who maybe don't have time to work on themselves can find that little bit of time away from their stressful life, right? Like maybe you plan that you're going to work on yourself at home, but if you stay home, family of all kinds of things get in the way. But if you put that half hour aside to come to the store, you get the Reiki that you wouldn't necessarily allow yourself to have. And then there are other people who would love to experience Reiki, but they don't have, $40, $50, $60, $100 to pay for a session. So they could come and get the Reiki for free. And it benefits the students. It's a great symbiotic relationship.
It is. And finally, while we're harping on about actually coming back out of your shell and getting social again, one of the things, I mean, yeah, you can go to Amazon and you can order anything, pretty much, that's why it's Amazon, because it's A to Z.
Amazon, yeah.
Yeah, so you can get that. But to be honest, Jeff Bezos has way too many personal planes.
What are you talking about now?
Amazon.
Well, how did you get there?
You weren't paying any attention to me, but that's normal.
No, I was
that's
reading
normal.
this.
I was saying the other thing I wanted to do is to tell people why you should come and support a local business like us to buy your stuff. All right, because you might be able to save a couple of cents by getting it on Amazon. You don't have to go out of your house; they will deliver it, assuming they get it to you and not to somebody else. But you've got no interaction with them whatsoever.
Well, look how many ma and pa's are gone because of Amazon.
Well, it's not just ma and pa's. It's look how many department stores have gone.
Right. Now
Look how many
Joann's
malls
is going
have
out.
gone.
Yeah.
It's and look at the carbon footprint of having to move individual boxes everywhere. For everybody. That's.
Yeah, I don't think Amazon is
people
using
don't-
electric vehicles.
Not yet, no, and people don't realise that. So we would ask that you come along and you can have a wonderful time. People split their sides laughing when Lisa and I are working. We're fun to be around.
Just unusual. They're
Funny
laughing because
ha-ha
we're
and funny peculiar.
strange. Yeah.
But no, it's nice. You get a lovely interaction. You get to feel like you're appreciated.
Well, the shop itself has a character all its own, doesn't it?
The shop will give you a big old hug. It really will. It loves people with lovely energy. And our store really is a place of safety. It's a judgment-free zone. We don't care what you look like, what language you speak, how you identify,
What religion you are.
how you worship, who you love. These things are not relevant. They're not relevant. You're safe in our store, and it's a beautiful place to come, and you're helping us keep the roof over our head. It's awful when it's like tumbleweed and we just watch tumbleweed blow down the street, and no, people are buying everything on bloody Amazon, you know?
Yeah, I know there's days and days now where we don't see people, one or two people a day, where we used to have quite a few people coming in. But I still think that the things that we sell, people want to look at.
Well, I hope so.
Like you want to peruse the tarot, not just buy a tarot deck online, and you want to feel the crystals, not just order something fake glass moldavite from China and things like that. So I think things will get better as the economy picks up. I really think that the feds will lower the interest rate. I think things are going to be a lot better come October. People who are paying outrageous prices on their mortgage are going to get back to a normal price, and people will have a little more disposable income.
I know. It's
the grocery thing is ridiculous, and it's because they got away with raising the price and then they never put it back down. Anyway.
Yeah, people have gotten used to isolation. You're right, and why should I even bother getting dressed if I can just, I'm just working from home on a computer. Nobody's going to see me.
I can wear my pajama pants. Nobody knows.
Nobody gets to see me.
Yeah.
I don't have to interact with anybody. Either via chat or via the phone or something like that.
You can get medicine delivered, food delivered. Anything you want from Amazon?
Amazon's got its finger in everything, including pharmaceuticals now. And that kind of bothers me because, when you yield to a monopoly, you've lost control of everything at that point.
Well, like Samaj was saying, you're just going to have a country full of warehouses.
Look at it, Yeah, we were...
They want to build another warehouse out here in Modena where we want to buy the Celtica property.
Yeah.
Well, not the same piece of property, but...
They want to build a 100,000 square foot warehouse or something like that.
200 trucks coming in and out a day.
Which is insane.
The roads just aren't built for
you will
that.
destroy the roads apart from anything else. They're not wide enough here. We don't even have any shoulders on 44, 55. There's no room to get out the way. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. Help us make Celtica a reality.
Why did you get on that tangent?
I want people to come in our store and feel what it's like to actually smile and laugh and have personal contact, with people. You can't get that on Amazon. You can't.
No.
You can't, It even affects our auto repair shop because they sit at home and shop. If a car breaks down, it's no big deal. Well, yeah, you've got to have some skills if you're going to maintain your own car.
No, she's saying that they don't drive anywhere anymore, so they don't need a car.
Who needs a car if you just sat at home, yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I suppose there is that.
I'm happy that people are not making such huge carbon footprints. However, in the scheme of things, Amazon is well making up for that, if you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Just because you're not driving your car to the grocery store and you're not driving your car to whatever store, and you're not going out to a restaurant, anytime you get something delivered, a car is still bringing it, so you're still making a carbon footprint.
Here's the one thing as well that Amazon search sometimes sucks really, really, really badly. You put something with very specific and it throws all sorts of wobblies at you. You can come into our store and you can go to a cabinet containing tarot and find a whole shelf, maybe 2 shelves, maybe 3 shelves, maybe the entire cabinet focused on that particular area that you've expressed an interest in, you're looking at. And I wager to you'd probably be blown away when you realise just how many different tarot decks and oracles there actually are. You can't get that experience at an Amazon either. You just can't.
Right.
There's no way an online store can provide that.
Here's the one you're looking for. There's 6 or 7 boxes of it. Which one is yours? Because they're all the same thing, only different. But wouldn't you rather choose the one you vibe to? And there's no such thing as an inanimate object, so it does make a difference.
Especially when choosing a pendulum. That's always fun. We got hundreds of pendulums too. Anyway. We'll get off our soapbox.
I know. I don't know how you got over there. Celtica Samodibi.
Samodibi. Thank you.
That's what I'm manifesting
All right,
for
then.
the new moon.
And if somebody wants to, just for... Oh, hang on. I have to get rid of this. Uh-oh. Just for giggles, I had to do a bit of repair work on If This Then That the other day. If somebody feels like throwing us a super chat just for a giggle, see if the lights flash.
They're all members. So.
Yeah, I know they don't have to. I'm just saying, though. We appreciate it. Anyway, who's first for what? And who's going first? Sean of the New Day. Ace of Wandies. Not a bad card. Does not suck in the least.
Still wands, but at least a different one.
Well, where I come from, and believe me, I'm no feng shui master, a house on a hill with a river running past is a really damn good omen. We used to have one, oddly enough. But this here isn't a house, it's a palace. So, oh, thank you, Helena. Did the lights flash?
Did not flash.
We'll see, they might. They might take a second or two. I don't know.
Don't think so.
That might have been a super sticker rather than a super chat. I don't know. We'll have to see what the difference is. I think it's very... Oh, gosh, and now it's yours. Okay, well, thank you for the super chats, but I think it's not working.
It's still broken.
It's still broken. That's it. Oh, God, and Logan's done that as well. Oh.
Well, thank you, guys, but I think it's still broken because the lights aren't flashing.
Well, what are you going to do? Oh, well, thank you for trying. We appreciate that a great deal. You were... Oh, hey! It was a satellite delay. Look, the lights are flashing. Look. Yes. Well done. Thank you. I did fix it. Now they're going to flash for probably half an hour.
Well, hopefully nobody's epileptic anyway. All right.
Yes.
Sean's card focus.
So I see flashing lights in your future. A house on a hill with a river running past. This is a really... they've all worked. There was just a bit of delay. I want to do something wild.
Disco.
We could have a klaxon. We should have a klaxon or something. Aruga. So a house on a hill with a river running past with a weir, which means you've also got your supply of food here. This is actually the ones that's almost like this, seizing back the authenticity of yourself, your creative thinking. Allowing yourself, envisioning yourself, if you will, moving into a place of great abundance and security. You can see it, you can figure it out, you've got there. That would be my 2 cents.
Aces are new beginnings, and the Ace of Wands is usually a new beginning regarding living arrangements. And it can be also a very spiritual kind of new beginning. So in the traditional tarot, it is fire in the head, new ideas, getting things going. And it can also be to you an air energy. So I think make a plan for the new moon that is going to last you till the next Gemini new moon, right? So you've got that Jupiter new moon kind of push forward energy, and time is moving really, really quickly. So instead of thinking in days or weeks or even months, let's set something in motion tomorrow that works for us for at least a year. But Sean, there is definitely some sort of new beginning and bursting forward.
So there.
All right.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Gilda. Finding a balance. I feel like it's really, really important to you to have that fairness and that energy that allows you to honor your integrity and not be drawn into drama. And I think that that's really, really important right now, to stay balanced and to stay focused on what's important to you and not be pulled away by someone else.
Yeah, this very much is about being of good temper, allowing yourself to have that hard edge, that boundary, if you will, that line that thou shalt not cross, but also being flexible enough as well, to adapt and to not to be so brittle and so hard it's all out of balance, to be of good temper, to be of good temper. And sometimes it's at the extremes that we have to go through that act as that tempering force. So embrace it. But remember, flow is important here. It's You know, give and take, ebb and flow. It's not all one-sided. It's not all give, and it's not all take. You know, it's find that balance, find that, be of good temper, bring those extremes into a mutually beneficial thingy. Who we got now?
You're first for Savannah.
Savannah.
And again, remember, whoever is here listening, think about the information that's going into the group mind of this session.
Oh, perception is everything, kid. Perception is everything, Savannah. On the face of it, this card doesn't look very good. It looks like a blindfold and bound woman surrounded by a prison of swords on a tidal flat with the tide out. Doesn't look good at all. However...
Well, if the tide was coming in, she might not be able to swim.
See? So it doesn't look good. That's what I'm trying to say. Doesn't look good. However, look a little closer, you'll see there's not a single knot holds those binds at all. Simple shrug, they fall away. You lift the blindfold, you see you're not actually encircled by the swords, you can just walk the chuff out of there. So as a result of that, understand that you are actually not as restricted or as tied down or as painted into a corner as you think you may be. All right, lift the blindfold, just look around you, take another look at it. It's not as tough as you think it is. There's actually a solution waiting for you.
I also feel that this card can represent some sort of initiatory thing, like an aha moment, where you might have been trudging along in one line for a while, thinking, this is where I am, this is where it's at, this is what I have to do, this is how it is, and feeling all this restriction. But once the aha or initiation happens, there is definitely less pressure and a way to leave the swords behind you and walk forward. So I feel like there's some sort of aha initiatory thing happening. All right. I'm first for Logan.
There you go then. Thank you for sharing our live Crash 566 mum, if that's correct. Thank you. We appreciate that because it gets us diamonds and all that. So continue to share it and like it and love us and all that. And throw us a gift. We'll
you know what I'm going to say about this card? Worrying is manifesting in reverse. So... I don't know, I feel for you that this is about a better routine, taking better care of yourself, worrying less, stressing out less, getting better sleep, eating better food, getting a better routine in general. And, if your spirituality is part of that too, I think it can help with that cycle of wellness.
Yes, worry is manifestation in reverse. Okay? Be mindful of the energy that you're drawing to you. When we fret, we map our way of exactly where we don't want to be. It's like, oh God, no, and that could happen, then this could happen, then that could happen. All right? Also, maybe seriously think about how well you are sleeping. I think sleep is where we have to, we have to spend time in other. If you try to...
If you don't sleep, you don't get to recharge.
No, you'll go insane. You will. So maybe some white noise or even just like a guided meditation or something to help you get off to sleep, and get good, restful sleep. It's so, so important. And just, try to put the worries aside, because worries are not helpful. Yeah.
You are first for Samaj.
Samaj. Ha ha! Cold-hearted orb that rules the night. So the moon, it's interesting. It's almost like there's everything louder than everything else doesn't work. I mean, what's going on here is everybody's trying to, throw in their 2 cents. Everybody's got their own opinion or, and sometimes it might be vacuous at this point. It's almost like arguing for the sake of arguing, because the towers, they're now empty. They're empty. You can see the sky through the windows. But these are conditioned beliefs or something you've been taught to, Yeah, conditioned. You've been conditioned into having that thing, and everybody, even the damn lobsters, come out there, or crawfish or whatever it is. I don't know if it's fresh water. Who knows? Who knows? But everybody's making a noise. And have you ever noticed when everything gets too loud, nobody can hear anything anymore? And that's exactly the same way in an argument. When you're too busy trying to make your point, you're not actually listening to the other person. If you stop and listen, you may find that what you get is exactly what that you guys are agreeing with each other. So try to be the moderator here. Don't choose not to argue, especially with somebody who is, how should we say, a low informed person or a lesser informed person. It will try your patience.
All right, anytime we see a moon on a card, we know there's something new beginning. And here we can't tell if it's a sun or a moon. So there's definitely some shifting, something being lit up, something coming to light. I'm going to say that, things are not as they appear, nor are they otherwise. And that there is going to be a ton of information and gossip and talking, like Anton was saying. But I feel that there may be something you're getting to the bottom of with a Pisces person that will help you make your new start in whatever it is you're looking at doing.
Can you put Crash 566 Mum on there?
All right.
Because thank you for that. And thank you for the gifts. We appreciate them greatly.
All right. Being in the quiet is delightful. Stepping out of those ideas is a definite thing. Anna, sorry. All right, I put Anna on here. Sorry, she's late.
It's okay. You're fine. We're just in the throw of it. It's all good. Yeah, fascinating. It's you first now.
I'm first for Susan.
Susan.
All right,
Susan. Feel better, Susan. We're sorry you're ailing.
Well, what I'm going to say to you is, when we don't take any time off, when we don't take a rest period or a vacation or just find some time to breathe, sometimes the universe, with its own little fun sense of humor, will make a vacation for us by breaking our leg or making us sick or stuffing us in the hospital or whatever it's going to do so that we take time off. But that kind of time off doesn't really help because we're usually feeling quite miserable and not able to do what we wanted to do anyway.
Exactly.
So I think scheduling yourself some downtime so that you could read the book you want to read or study what you want to study or just plain old do nothing and breathe might be a good idea.
Yes.
Thank you, Samaj.
Oh, Samaj, thank you. That's very sweet of you.
The irony, yes.
Yeah, the hurry to go. See,
epilepsy.
You further confirmed that we have actually made our Dubry Firkin work. So the Hermit card is hugely important card. We could talk for weeks about this, but we haven't got weeks, so I can't. But suffice to say that the light that he holds up, this light of the Emerald Tablet, is really for the guidance of others. And you're hugely good at reaching out and helping others and guiding others. And you're very, I want to say selfless in that respect. But again, gentle nag, you can't pour from an empty vessel, okay? If you continue to expend your resources without taking time to recharge, to rebuild your battery, you're going to be stuck. You're going to run out of power in the middle of the bloody field and go, now what do I do? So take a bit of time and as Lisa says, start to schedule self-care into your daily routine. It is not bad. It is not selfish. It is not mean. It is not arrogant in any way, shape or form. You are the most important thing you've got. And if you don't look after you, you can't look after anything else, be it animal, vegetable or mineral. So you depend on you. So therefore, be a better friend and support yourself. And it's okay just to sit your ass down sometime, have a cup of tea and recuperate. You're allowed to.
Well, if we think about the two types of signs that are ruled by Mercury, Gemini, air, and Virgo, earth.
Yes.
I think what we're going to see over these next few weeks, especially this next month, till towards the end when we come into Cancer, till the Cancer new moon, I think we're going to see these two energies, right? We're going to have the talkers, the Gemini expression of Mercury, and you're going to have the listeners, Virgo expression of Mercury. Although Virgo can talk a pretty good gait too, and not even breathe sometimes when they're expressing something. But I think that that's going to be the key to know when to talk and when to listen, right?
Yes.
If we listen, we can glean a lot of information. And then once we've got our ground stabilized, we can express that information. But I just think there's going to be a ton of stuff coming. Downloads for us who are spiritual and hearing things from spirit, but also the amazing push of information that's going to be coming out through the media and social media and, you know, that kind of thing. All right. So, you're first for Anna Marie.
Anna Marie, how you doing, Anna Marie? Aha, the Hierophant. Oh, what a card. So I have found through my own personal experience, wherever the Hierophant card appears in a reading, we are being asked to embrace the lessons our soul desperately wants to learn, but we sometimes resist them, you know? We stick our heels in, we go, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there, but that's exactly what you need to know, what you need to learn. And that can be difficult, you know, if you resist this can be, you know, turn around from a gentle sort of, you know, nagging Anna Marie, Anna Marie, Anna Marie into a bit of clue by four around the side of the head.
I'm definitely feeling some sort of acceptance energy, like having to accept something.
Yeah, because when the Hierophant appears in a reading, this means everything, especially stuff that you've been, you know, conditioned beliefs, core tenets, if you will, of your conditioned belief, are up for suddenly question, you know? This is question, you start to dig in there, and it's literally everything. You know, it's like religion, sexuality, the whole damn gamut of everything you've ever thought you understood is suddenly under the microscope and being reassessed. And that's okay, because it's necessary to do that. It's a vital part of growth. And there's so much hidden wisdom in this card. Well, that's what the Hierophant part means anyway. That's sort of the hidden part, you know, the mysterious, the occult, the occluded. And he honors that, you know, that's what the Fant part of it is. He wants to exalt it and show it off. But he's more like showing off how amazing it is that these secrets exist. And he's honoring the secrets rather than necessarily allowing you into the secrets. But at the same time he's doing that, if you look closely on this card, all of the secrets are revealed anyway. But we haven't got time to go into the incredible symbolism, but this is, you know, stop, take a look around you, observe, start to observe, you know, look closely, ask another question, you know, dig a little deeper. There is some important discovery if you're prepared to accept it.
A lot of times this card also asks us to do some volunteer work, to extend our energy on behalf of another. But I keep hearing this word acceptance. So I think some news or something is happening that you may have to put your energy in to help others deal with it or accept it. But I don't see it necessarily as a negative thing. I know the word, like, you have to accept it. Those words make you feel that it might be something pushed upon you that you don't want. But it might be taking up a cause.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a bad thing. But I do think some of your energy is going to be spent on it.
Yes.
All right. I am first for Laura.
Okay. A whole list of peeps. So be patient, we'll get to you. And if you want a reading on the ticker-tock, just send us a gift of any kind. Any kind.
Laura. Dig deep. And again, we see this red cross, so there's this energy of healing and allowing yourself to renew. But dig deep and think about what it is you want to manifest or the direction that you want to go in. Some things that worked for you in the past may not work for you now because you've evolved in some way. So it's okay to do new things or get into a new cycle or make changes that you want to make. But it's hard to stay going forward, right? But I like to tell people, you've seen that saying, right? Don't look backwards because that's not the direction you're going. So fix yourself a purposeful, vantage point there.
Yep, exactly thus. And this is, I don't know, I feel there's a very strong parallel with the previous card we just had for the last person, which is the Hierophant.
Well, it's interesting because they're kind of Taurus and Scorpio.
It is again,
isn't it?
And there's many secrets hidden in this cross here. This cross is very important. It's very important to Christians, but Christians don't realise the actual meaning of the cross. For the most part, the problem is, with all revealed religions, they've written it down in a book and they take it literally, and it's not. It's mythology. Okay, so mythology has a brilliant purpose. If you dig into it, there's much wisdom contained within mythology. But you have to dig deeper and read between the lines and understand what it is that's being actually said there. And this judgment, I mean, we could talk for hours and days and weeks about the imagery on the card and what's actually going here. But this again, I think, is where things are restored, are resurrected, are brought back and stood back up again. Things that you may have felt have been sort of knocked asunder, have been thrown aside. Something that didn't pan out totally well, I think, is having its opportunity to revisit it. And there's going to be a realization within you that, there's a different way. There's a different way here. And I think that realization of that different way, and importantly, the word judgment that appears on here, you don't beat up on yourself for having, you haven't dropped the ball. You haven't dropped the ball. You didn't get it wrong, okay? If you try to aim for perfection, you're not going to achieve it. Just strive for excellence. And that way, when you've learned a better way of doing it, you celebrate that knowledge that you've got. Here is something, I've learned a better way of doing it. I've improved my lot in life. It's not something you get harsh and judgmental over yourself over. So take that in mind, Laura, all right?
You're first for Helena Rose.
Helena, gosh, we got lots of peeps today.
Yeah.
Things would be so much better if, eh?
Oh, you're moving. You're going to move.
So there you go. Not a vast distance, I have to say. I don't see you moving across the ocean because this guy's got a punt on the boat. It's coastal navigation.
No, but this isn't.
We ain't going far.
In my world, this card means an actual physical move.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So I'll go with that. But just remember them dolmen there. It's important to have direction. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So be a little more involved in the process.
I think that there's like a weird order of things that have somehow gotten out of order, and they need to be reordered. Meaning, like, what is available to me? What are the steps I take to move into a place that I want to be? How do I go about making this happen? How do I take best care of myself? How do I make this move? I do see you moving in a very positive direction, and I think it's an actual physical change of residence as well.
So there you have it. Who
so
we got now?
I'm first for Crash 566 Mom.
There you go.
And I saw a quick question go by here about will my boyfriend, it wasn't her, but it's will my boyfriend stop acting insecure? And I'm not going to pull a card, but I'm going to say to you, sometimes when people are trying to manipulate or control you, they act in a vulnerable, insecure way so that you will give them more attention, and they're really not insecure at all. So have a think about it.
It's called narcissism.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All
Anyway.
right. So, Crash 566 Mom.
Ace, you can't see this because you're on the ticker top, but one of our viewers on the Tube of You said if a boyfriend is acting insecure, they're acting.
All right. So, Crash 566 Mum. Time to take a much closer look. You know, there's these commercials out there about this thing that will clean up all your subscriptions for you and merge your data and do all these different things.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I think there is kind of that take a deep breath, step back and relook at things, right? Like go over budgets, go over goals, go over things and make new checklists. There's something about details that may be overlooked because of a routine. You know, sometimes we get ourselves in a routine and we think, well, I don't have time to deviate from that, or nah, I'm not really sick, or you know, I can just get over it, or whatever it is. But I feel like it might be time to really reassess and relook at details.
Yeah, and this really is like that, the Scorpio energy here of an extreme focus on something. But if happen chance you are a Scorpio, just be mindful that you can actually, you know, holding on to the hot rock thinking one day I'll get even, one day justice will be done. It's you that's getting burnt by that rock. So you know, just be mindful of that. Yeah, really, you know, get in close focus, sort your proverbial, you know, get your act together. I'll be polite. Get your act together. Take care of what needs to be taken care of. But don't sort of, you know, spend your entire life stuck in the revenge business, you know, because that isn't going to serve you well.
No,
Okay?
just perpetuates things. All right.
Yes.
You're first for Anna.
Hello, Anna.
We'll give you a card anyway, even though you showed up late, Anna. Ta-da!
Doesn't suck. Does not suck.
Prosperity.
Yeah, prosperity and a little bit of leisure for you. I think, you know, you've worked very hard, in fairness, so enjoy the fruits of your labours. I would say that. So this again is not arrogance. It's not taking something that you think ought to belong to somebody else. You know, take the damn flowers, accept the accolade, enjoy the reward of your efforts.
Yeah, I think this is about some sort of accomplishment. And again, there's this overall theme of like checking things. But I feel like whatever it is you're working on, whether it was finding a new insurance company or creating a new budget or saving for a vacation, all those things that are going on, this is a real sense of accomplishment and having the right things in the right place, in the right envelope, whatever. So enjoy that prosperity. All right.
So Dominique, before we pull the card for the week, if you want a card, you just got to send us a gift. It doesn't matter what, anything, any gift you like, all right? And we'll pull a card for you. But we'll give you a couple of seconds, otherwise we'll do our card for the week because we're almost at the end of our hour.
We're
almost
at
the end of our
You're
hour.
promising stuff too.
Well, she's just there asking for a card, so you know we're trying to be you know accommodating, as the saying goes, and there you go. So splendid. All right, you get a card. So you're first for Dominique now.
Well, you know, everybody knows this is my speeding ticket thing, but I think this doesn't necessarily apply to a vehicle. I think this is a need for you to slow down and slow down the chatter in your head and come to a place of balance and stop going over and over and over and over and over everything. I'm not saying you just have to believe everything at face value, but I think you need to stop, look, and listen and decide, okay, is this real? Or am I really building this into something it's not? So I think a balanced perspective is really important right now.
Right, and we also have Davina sticker on the list. So, listen, I'm going to get a little brutal with you here, Dominique. You keep saying, why me? Why me? Hold on, I have to do this, otherwise we're going to lose people to adverts. All right, so why me? Why me? Why not you? Why not you? It's not, understand that bad experiences come from poor judgment, right? But good judgment comes from bad experiences. So learn the lesson, learn how to parse stuff out, learn how to differentiate, learn how to sort the wheat from the chaff, learn how to get to the crux of the issue, and learn how to do it dispassionately. Sometimes you may have to take somebody a place where they don't want to be. You might have to take them to the brink, if you will, to say, look, this is the boundary, this is the line, this is where, as far as we go here. But if you do that, your situation will improve immeasurably, all right? And I'm first for who? Davina, and that's it.
Davina, yeah.
This is going to be the last one.
Well, yeah, because we're over time. So.
Old Soul. This is my Old Soul card. It's one of the three with the three pyramids. Those three pyramids by my finger there. See, that tells me that. But this is about using your innate wisdom to propel yourself forwards. You've got to get your creative juices flowing again. I think you've been a little stymied. So spend a little time on self-care, self-maintenance, and listening to yourself. Open up to your intuition. And,
we always give interesting information, and sometimes our mileage varies. So I'm going to say to you, check your spam folder. I think there's something really important that you've been waiting for.
Hold on. Oh, can you just have to drag the puzzle into place? Otherwise you're going to lose her. Oh, come on. I'm getting burned here. Okay, keep going. Sorry about that.
I think there's something in your email, a message that you've really been waiting for that may have been overlooked or gone to spam by accident. So just be mindful. The information that you're waiting for might already be there. And just check it out. All right.
Alrighty, guys. This is card for the week, and then we got to go because we are over time and we have a million things to do.
Change and renewal. Transform. Change and transform. Things are going to be moving really, really quickly. Keep your karma clean.
Yeah, I love this one. Just as people don't undie, you can't unknow something when you know it. So I think things are going to be revealed big time in this coming week. We're gonna learn some stuff, and that stuff is going to impact the way that you think. You expect perhaps a sea change in your thinking. Thank you so much.
Right.
You guys are just plain awesome. We're going to go forth.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got to go. We got to go. So see you soon, and thank you for joining us. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Bye, folks.
Bye on the tube of you.